Hello, this is Mr. Church, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build a giant spaceship that has bullet holes in it. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is decide where you want your spaceship to be pointed. We're going to put it this way, and everything's going to be in line with this block, but we're going to make it floating. So to do that, take a post, build up so that it's 2 floors high. Then you can clip a prefab staircase onto the side of the post if you don't fall off the rock, which I continually will do. So just stick it on. Now once it's on, you can get rid of this post, then you can get rid of this post, and just like that, your stairs are floating. And then you can just jump up on here. Now, here's a warning. If you're going to do this, you definitely want to plan out where you want your floors ahead of time, because this is floating, it's not going to let you delete any stairs or floors that you clip onto this. It will let you delete walls but not floors. It'll tell you that it would not be accessible if you try. If you are building this out and you accidentally put one down, like let's say like that, and you're like, oh man, you don't have to put your whole camp down again. You can delete this, but you have to delete everything, even the stairs, and do it again. So for that reason, keep the foundation where it was, just in case you need to build up again. I'll show you how to delete it if you need to. Pull out some stairs, and then build down to the ground. And what you're doing is you're building a legitimate foundation for this to be, look, you can't delete anything because of this. So you're going to want to build down to the floor, and this is going to create a legitimate foundation for you to delete everything off from. So that's not going to work. So I'm going to actually go this way one, and I'm going to build the stairs down from here, because the foundation you put at the bottom is going to have to stick out of the ground some. I hope this fits in there. No, of course not. That'd be too easy. This one might be too high to establish. Oh no, it did work. Okay, so as long as you have an, I don't know why that's letting me, because it's barely in the ground at all, but usually it has to be sunken down. But this will let you delete everything up to down to this foundation, but you have to go in this direction in order this direction. So that means we have to delete the stairs, we got to delete the floors. Yeah, and then once you get back down to this, you can delete that, and then you start over without having to replace your camp, but it's just as painful. So just try to think ahead of time where you want everything. So I think I'm going to have it at this angle. Now while I'm building this, I'm going to keep falling off, and it's going to annoy me, and I'm going to get mad. So I'm going to put some foundation pieces down here. These are blueprints that I made that have nothing to do with what I'm doing right now, so don't worry about it. Let's see. Yes. This will lag, so don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be fine. It's just storing all the pieces from my last build. I'm rebuilding this, and so I just put my camp down so it has the old one still in the system. This is fine, everything's fine. It's just taking a week and a half. There, already fixed. Alright, so now, with no lag whatsoever, we're going to put some foundation pieces around the outside of this, just because I don't want to keep falling off when I back up. Oh man. I'll delete these later, don't worry. Let's see. I'm just gonna move these up. Okay, now, let's redo this. So I'm gonna put the prefab stairs that I want down. Now if you can clip it right in the middle, that's usually the most helpful in keeping it lined up with these blocks, but it doesn't really like doing that. So I just don't worry about it. It's fine. Now store this. Now let the fun and games begin. So the first thing you're gonna do is put down the floors to establish the floor plan. And so again, be really careful because you won't even be able to rotate these once you put them down. And they love doing that, so you gotta be careful when you're putting them down. So I'm gonna go like so, and we're gonna have little bits sticking off the end here. If it'll let me put it down. And that's gonna be fine. Someone's launching a nuke, hopefully on me, because then I won't have to finish this project. Let's just check that out.
Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience.
Okay.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, so I think that I want to do, what do I want to do? Do I want to do another one this way? I think I do. I'm kind of afraid to just, I know I want one in the middle there, but I don't know how far. Oh, look at that. It's the fucking nuke. Anyway, let's see. Crucial to the build are these turbines. These are going to be what's powering this bad boy. Usually it's a lot more miserable getting these down than that. Sometimes you just gotta be at the right angle. If you're standing right up here, it's not gonna let you put it down. I don't know why. You gotta stand way back. Sometimes you gotta move it around like 400 times. You just wanna just throw it down. You're gonna have to move these around to get the walls on either side because it's a tight squeeze. So let's do that right now, just to get that out of the way. So that fit, but that won't. So I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna back way up so I don't get in the way. Then you grab it and just try to move it over as much as you can. Because, oops, let me just try that again. Because it's a disaster, mostly. And it loves doing that as well. Alright, that's fun. Let's see if we can turn it some. I'm gonna come way back here. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna move it to the side, turn it, and move it back. Okay, I don't know why that let me, but it did. Okay, now I'm gonna try to just give up on that one for now and do this one. And this one's even worse, so let's move this way for now. put the wall in and move it back. And again, I'm in the way, so let's try on this side. No, of course not. Sometimes doorways will be a little more forgiving, but with this thing, it's a really tight squeeze. So, this may take a while. In fact, I'll just do this for a bit. I'll be right back. Alright, so after about 25 minutes, I'm just kidding, it was like 5 minutes, you just gotta move these back and forth a million times until you can finally put the walls in. And then hit square, hit triangle, go over some, and then just make it a normal wall. Just replace it without having to put it down again. Now, that's our turbines. So, while I'm building this structure, I kept just jumping down here, pretty much almost dying, and then you just kind of take a step back, look at, see how it's looking, and then you can kind of just gauge what's going on with it and what else you need to do. So, now I'm going to put these window bits on. Now, you can put them as normal walls, you can put them as windows. I put them as windows so that it looks like there's more room. Meaning this ship is bigger than it actually is, because it's pretty small in reality. And for this back bit, you're going to use these triangular pieces, but here's the trick. You have to use the same piece, or you have to make both of them facing inwards. I use the same piece because then at least this one side, which people are going to see because no one's going to be flying over the mountain there, and they're not going to see this side as much to see that it's backwards. You need one of these to be facing this way because the roof piece, as you can see, is only going to snap to the inside, or rather I should say the outside of this wall piece. So, to demonstrate, it'll snap onto this side of this wall piece. I know you just saw it. Anyway, so one of these being backwards allows you to put a roof in between these two. If you had them both like this, facing outward, it wouldn't snap in between like this, so that's that. Now, we're gonna put, hold on. Let me go upstairs for a bit. I'm gonna go up here, and we can start putting in some walls just to get a general idea of how this thing is looking. So, there's a little bit of lag here. As I scroll, 45 minutes to the top. And we're gonna put windows all the way down the sides. There we go. And now, for my next trick, I'm going to put two of these half floor pieces here. These are going to be on the outside of the ship, and they're going to be holding up these fusion generators, which are going to help the ship look more aerodynamic and also more futuristic. So just slap them down. I know it's a lot of resources that you're wasting, but this camp isn't really about efficiency now, is it? Alright, so put them down in a general manner. You're going to want to pull them back into the corner as much as you can, but for now we'll just put them down. Once we get walls in, we can pull them in. Let's see. We'll do a normal wall here. a normal wall here. I'm gonna change this, but for now I'll do a doorway here and here, so that I can still move this around if I need to. And you don't want this to be sticking in through the wall, so just also to know, push it in some, and the opposite on this side, pull it in some because it's really far out. Alright, and now we're gonna do another floor here. And some walls. But first, let's go up to the top now. Remember, once you put a staircase down, you can't move it. So decide where you want it in here and stick to that, because that's where it's going to be for the rest of the build. I'm going to put mine here, just for efficiency's sake. It takes up less floor space. And let's see. Down some floors. Now this is going to be the rooftop of the ship. And the nice thing about working with these floors is I can switch them out for atomic shop floors, which look really nice. Some of them do, anyway. Yeah. And this actually is gonna go out to here, but I'm not gonna put this down yet because we're going to use some... Oh, I fell. Thank you, serendipity. While we're down here, let's take a look, see what's going on. As you can see, it's coming along. We just need... we're gonna do what we did on the back here, right over here. The angled walls. And again, that's why I'm using this floor here, so that I can pull this angled floor so that it's facing outward. Because if that wasn't there, we wouldn't be able to. And I'm not sure if that's interfering with something or what the case may be, but it's not being very nice right now. Sometimes it does that. Here's an alternate thing you can do. You can put this like this, and the floor will also snap to that. Like so. And now you can put these in. Why am I dying? I don't even want to know what's going on. Like so. And like so. Okay. And you can even, actually I don't even know. Yeah, you can pull these out so that everything is the same, facing the same way. That matters to you. Or I'm not sure why this isn't letting me use the one that goes on this side. But this is something you have to deal with when you play this game. Sometimes it just hates you. And that's all that it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be like. I'm just gonna not worry about that for right now because there's just I don't have time. I don't have time to deal with that. So let's jump on in. Now over here we're gonna put a roof, a flat roof, down. And then snap to that, we're gonna snap an angled roof. And then we're going to put some side bits, like this. And now, for some reason, you can delete this. These will stay like that. They don't mind. And now we're gonna put half wall. Once the lag. Now pull this down onto here. And now I actually can't get out there. Great. But we can move this out of the way, because why not? Why not make the build more complicated? Yeah. Let's just go up onto the roof, so that we can reach. Right. Now we're gonna snap another roof, another flat roof, to this one, so that this is here. We're gonna actually just get rid of this one altogether. And now, well, I'm gonna get back inside first. Now we can put the upper floor here. And for this, I'm going to use the garbage warehouse wall because it has a window. And for this, we're gonna do the window pieces. This is the cockpit. So, we're gonna want to be able to drive it. Now, that's all good, fun and games, great. And the basic structure is coming along. And we're gonna do some hunchback work up here, so it's not too flat. We're gonna do it from here. And for a roof piece, we're gonna put that there. It gives you kind of like a vulture-ish look. Now, for the top, this is going to be fun. I'm sure you'll enjoy doing this. So, we're gonna have some floating half walls up here for kind of like wingy bits. So to do that, you're gonna want to scroll for 25 minutes because the game lags up till you get to a wall. Doesn't matter which one it is, you can pick any wall you want because you're gonna delete it anyway. Now, you're gonna get a flat roof, snap it there. Now you're gonna get a half wall. This also doesn't matter. You're gonna snap it there. Now, store this roof, store this wall, build the roof, put the roof back exactly where it was. Now, you can build your metal wingy bit right here. Now, store this roof, store this wall, and there's one piece. You just have to do this a few more times, and it doesn't take long at all, especially with the snappy speed with which you're scrolling. So, down like this, and right there. Get rid of this, get rid of this, put the roof back. Scroll down for another week and a half. Now this one is a little easier. You can turn this, hold on. You can turn this one this way. Put an angled roof on there. Now you can put an angled wall. Now just get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. There you have it. One side. And I'll just do that on this side. And there we have it. So right now these are floating, so I'm gonna go under stairs, go to posts, pick out these little ones, and I'm gonna put some down here. I think I'll put one right there, and right there, and right there, yeah, and right there. Now, we've been up here for a while, so we can go down and see kind of what it looks like, what it's looking like, see how bad it's, I mean how good it's coming along. And yeah, it's really looking like something, for sure. Let's check the front, see if that looks okay. Alright, so now it's really just adding some bits and bobs and getting rid of the crap that we have piled up everywhere. So in here, the cockpit, very important. I'm going to put down a keypad code for this thing. Because only authorized personnel can get into the cockpit for obvious reasons. So you can throw this down anywhere, just I'm not going to put it in the entryway yet because if I put it here, yeah, I can put it down, but now it's going to give me a code. There it is. 7042. I'm going to write it down because I'll forget in 2 seconds. And now I'll move this out of the way because we still need to get in there. Just get out of the way. Luckily, this ship has 200 power. Well, actually more than that because of the windmills. So we can power this thing right up. This should work perfectly. Now, thankfully, because 4,000 people are doing the Queen right now, there is zero lag whatsoever, so everything's going really well as far as that goes. We're going to put this down. This is going to be how you get out of here. And I'm going to put down a power connector onto the floor, just like right here. We're going to hook this up. Now, take this, hit square, hit triangle, and turn it back into a normal wall, and it's everything's fine. Now, we're going to pull this back here, just like so. Now you're going to want to hook the console thing up to this power, and then you're going to want to hook the door itself up to the pressure plate, like so. And there's like 4 million wires and I hate it. So, there, now we're trapped out here until we leave the build menu. If we want power in here, we can do the same thing with power connectors through the doorways. That's probably the easiest thing to do. We can do that on both sides so we don't have to string wires up around. And then just pull it through here. Make sure it's where you want it before you change the door to a wall, or you can always just change it back to a doorway and move it. If you try to move it, it'll break the wire, or it just won't let you move it. And a few more things. You cannot build anything underneath the windmills for some reason. It just won't let you. So you can decorate the outsides of these things, but you won't be able to build anything inside them. They will say it's interfering the whole time. So we're going to go ahead and put some half walls. I believe a full wall will not work, but a half wall will. So we're going to do half walls here, half wall here. Now I'm going to put doors here. We're going to do a metally door. Nah, I'll just do a very basic wood door. On both sides. Now the reason I have these facing inwards is so I can put wallpaper in here if I so choose. And let me see, is there anything else buildy wise? I don't think so. I think that might be it. Now I can go ahead and get rid of all this and then decorate it, and then we'll see what it looks like then. Now it's all decorated, and oh yeah, I also added in these. These are so the ship looks anchored in, so it's not floating away. There's a power armor station here. Let's look inside. So, got the passenger seating, little dining area. This is for storage. There's nothing in there. Got the bathroom. Not finished. I can't put toilets down, as I've already mentioned. Let's see. And in here, cabins, quarters. We've got sleeping arrangements for the pilot and co-pilot, and very red lighting. And if we go upstairs, we've got some workbenches up here that didn't fit anywhere else, and then over here I put this down, Mothman smoke machine, so that it would look like the engine is blown out, and that's why we've stopped here to fix the ship. So there we have it. A broken smoking ship. And now you can make your own. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, leave a like. Consider subscribing. I got some corpse flower stamina. If you didn't like, leave a dislike. And tell everyone not to watch the video, because it sucks. Thanks again, and I hope you learned something new. And maybe it was not to watch my videos. Have a great freaking day.